It's decision time in Europe as the European Central Bank meets next week, and Sarah and Andrea are here to tell us what's in store. Sarah, what will you be looking out for when the ECB makes its latest decision?
Well, I think for one thing first, it doesn't look like the ECB will change anything in the meeting next week. They already cut rates to what appears to be the lower bound. Well, they said that before, but this actually appears to be the lower bound.
And Mario Draghi did say that it wasn't going to be time yet for more moves in that.
So they'll likely see the effect from these before they start embarking on anything new. But we will be looking for the details of the ABS program that they did announce at the September meeting.
Asset-backed securities.
Right. Yes, exactly. So that should boost some spending.
So we're looking for figures, we're looking for how much, we're looking about kind of the way that they're going to go about it, and that should have an impact on the euro. Now, the euro's had a bit of a torrid time, hasn't it, this week against the dollar.
Yeah.
So,
do you think he'll talk about that at all?
I'm not sure whether he will speak specifically about that, to be honest with you, but I think it will be more in the language of what he's going to say about what they're going to do with the ABSs. Also, we're going to be looking for cues about full-blown QE, aren't we?
Right.
And that's going to have a massive impact on the euro if he does make any intimations in that way. Whether he actually will, I don't know. It's all going to be down to interpretation, as usual, isn't it?
Okay, he's going to be speaking after the latest batch of data, including inflation numbers for Europe.
Yeah, we've got some inflation numbers. It looks like they're probably going to be steady. In the last month, they came in at 0.4% headline.
Right.
It looks like it's probably going to be steady there. There might be some impact from the continuing issues with Ukraine and Russia in terms of food prices and because of the new rules that have been imposed by Europe on Russia and Russia on Europe. So we might see an impact there, likely to be steady though.
All right. Sarah, unemployment numbers from Europe as well. They've been pretty depressing for the last few months.
Well, they have, and they're still pretty depressing. It's at 11.5%. It looks like it's just going to stay like that in August. The PMIs in August were
steady but depressing.
Steady but depressing, yes. The PMIs were lackluster in August, so there's not really any reason why unemployment should start to improve.
Remind me what the rate is likely to be?
11.5%, which is pretty high.
All right. Here in the UK, things have been looking up a bit more, and they could improve further because there's some new GDP numbers coming out.
Well, we've got some GDP figures, but the interesting thing is that we've got new calculations, so this is going to affect our historical GDP figures. What's interesting here is that they're going to be including figures from what's, I guess, called the black market. This includes prostitution, drug smuggling, the underworld of the UK.
Should we really be including that sort of stuff in GDP?
Well, it's not just us though. It's the rest of Europe is starting to do that. I think Italy's imposing these new rules. The US has to some extent as well. So this is going to be obviously priced in. We've also got R&D, research and development, that will be in there. So that might add to GDP as well. So I think that might be quite interesting. It's going to cause a few headlines probably.
Finally, US non-farm payrolls next week. What's the magic number this month,
it's the highlight of the month for most of us. So August was bad. It was worse than expected. So we're looking at something around 200,000, maybe 250,000. So we'll be probably moving back above the 200,000 point again.
Yes. And that's going to be another encouraging sign for the US economy.
Very encouraging, yes.
Okay. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.